Welcome back. You're still watching Wake Up Nigeria, and right now it's time for our book review. And today I have with me Femi Abiodun. He is the author of Heed. Now, Femi has over 15 years of experience spanning across marketing, coaching, training, and consulting. Author of 4 best-selling books and the founder of Author Femi Publishers. Right. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria.
Good morning.
It's great to have you here. Good morning.
Same here.
Okay, so this book, interesting. Heed, Golden Rules for Mentees, I think is a very interesting one. But before we get here, let's talk a little bit about your background and then where you're coming from. And then, of course, 4 books. So how did we get to that part?
Okay, so once again, I want to appreciate you for this opportunity.
Thank you.
I grew up in the ancient city of Ile-Ife. And I didn't have a lot of guidance, as it were. So I made a lot of mistakes growing up as a young boy, and I vowed and to ensure that people coming after me will not replicate some of my mistakes. So that's actually what encouraged me to delve into youth impact coaching. And then some of the things I do at the moment is to empower undergraduates. I have a coaching platform for them just to ensure that they get it right on time.
All right.
So that's what's that actually inspired me to write books.
Books. Amazing. I think it's very interesting for someone to actually have the heart of the youth.
Yes.
And because, I mean, the world we're living in, a lot of people are literally just after what they can get. But I mean, someone like you that's literally dedicated to making sure that people don't make the same mistakes as you, that's actually very rare. And I'll say congratulations and well done.
Thank you very much.
So now we're talking about Heed. Now, Heed, Golden Rules for Mentees. I think this is actually very important as well. Because, as you said, like a lot of young people need guidance. People that have literally gone ahead of them and literally seen that path. They need to learn from them. However, let's start with what I think is very important. Identifying or locating a mentor, right? How do you do that as a young person?
Okay. The word mentorship itself is more than just a cliche or a nomenclature. And it's just like putting yourself on a springboard to achieving greater results in life. So getting a mentor, you should ensure that the person looks like your future, not like your past. And then it's a soul tie kind of relationship.
Wow, that deep.
So I would say before you invest your life, you have to do some investigations. Yes.
What type of investigation you get?
So the person that will be your mentor must be a person of rectitude, a straightforward person, a morally upright person, and he or she must command results you are aspiring to command. Such person must have done what you are trying to do. So it should be someone that you look up to. And more importantly, he may have the results, but he may not have the character. So he or she must have the character, the competence, and the capacity.
The character, the competence, and the capacity. Okay, so now I know I've literally heard a number of people talking about mentorships and things like that, and then a lot of times, I've heard some mentors even talk about how sometimes they literally get involved with people and then realize that what the person is literally really after is actually just money. Right? So you see someone, you think the person is successful, right? And you see that material thing. And then, yes, you might say, oh, they're doing something in the line, and then you go after the person. But then again, when you get there, instead of putting your mind to focus on what is needed. Now, so I would need you to talk about the importance of focusing on the substance as opposed to the materialism of it all. Okay,
so this is to mentors now. Because if your supposed mentee is not getting the results, you will also be a part of the insult.
True.
So what most mentors, what they do is to try as much as possible to check the hearts of the mentee before they commit, because it's a whole lot of work. And most of them are quite busy. So you hear someone to say, some of the questions you may ask me, I've already written books, I've already go and check my YouTube
Yes,
channel.
yes.
So you ensure, like a story I put in a book, someone asks this mentor to mentor him. And the guy said, okay, I'm having a seminar at so place. You come around, then we can start from there. So the person, the supposed mentee just said, okay, so are you going to send me the ticket? So the guy was like, what are you talking about? You have to make some investment into this relationship. So I think it's about checking the heart. Then the way we ask mentees to do some investigations. You as a mentor, you also need to do
investigation. So I will say, so give us a few tips on how the things to do, because that was actually going to be my next question. What are the tips that mentees can take to make a mentor know that, okay, this person is actually serious? Because yes, a lot of people, the men, as you said, they are very busy. And of course, I'm sure not 1, 2, 3 people are reaching out to them. So how is this possible? But you see some mentors literally look particularly to someone and decides to actually take them under their wing. So what are those things you need to show?
So go with the art of giving.
Okay.
We had a quick chat before this show, and you were telling me that there are other expressions to you.
Yes.
So what if I come to you as your mentee to say, let me be your social media handler? Let me be the one carrying your bags. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So you go with the art of service. You go with the art of service. You go with the art of giving. You use your own talent, your own skills to also help your mentor. Okay. So it's a mutual kind of relationship.
Okay. So in this book here, you wrote, never choose a mentor based on emotion. Investigate before you invest in that relationship. Now, you've explained that a bit now.
Ask questions.
But I want to ask, how do you know when it's actually out of emotion? How do you know when you're being attracted to a mentor and it's actually based off emotion?
So most people we call mentors are actually role models.
So now what's the difference between a mentor and a role model?
A role model is someone you learn from afar. It's kind of remote, but a mentor you must have this close relationship. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There are some role models that you will never ever meet them, but your mentor must have your phone number. You must have the phone number of your mentor. That's very, very important. So it's closely knitted. Yourself and your mentor.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So here it also says, respect your mentor, but never worship him. Every king you see today was once a crying baby. Okay. So mentors will actually require some form of reverence.
So they say, this is not my own word, but I've heard it over times, that when you see a man who wants you to worship him, he's no longer a mentor, he's a tormentor.
So now that's the thing now. But in Nigeria, you know how we're big on respect. Now, how do you now draw that line and set that boundary?
There is a clear difference between honor and worship. Okay. Honor is a byproduct of what a particular person must have done for you. But when you are worshiping someone, you are trying to place him as a demigod. So let me take it back to, you said in Nigerian context, and I'm sure this is a global
issue as well.
Issues here. So once you sense that this person is not interested in your growth, this particular person is not interested in your advancement, he only wants to use you, then such person is a tormentor. Then you need to
disengage.
You need to disengage as fast as you can.
Okay. Then another thing. So you literally attached to a mentor now. He's grooming you. You're growing. You're getting the results of what you need. Probably at a point, you might get to a point of success yourself, and then now may want to literally, you will definitely go on your own course. Now, how can you do that without making it seem like, oh, you've gotten what you wanted, and now you're on your way out? I don't know if you get the context.
Okay. Even though most time, mentorship is a long-term thing, but you will still need the wisdom of your mentor. That I wrote this in a book that a lot of people abandon their mentors.
Yeah, when they believe they start getting.
Yeah, but an abandoned mentor is like an abandoned rag that will be useful on a rainy day.
Okay.
Because a real mentor will also upskill, we'll upscale, we'll keep learning.
Keep true. And
So
keep
you will still
growing.
need the wisdom.
True.
You will still need the wisdom.
So it's almost an everlasting.
Yeah, it's an
as you said,
everlasting
it's a soul
thing.
tie.
Even though you have started your own thing, but you will still need him or her at some point in
At
your
some
life.
point. All right. So now, so there's this issue of mirroring,
Yeah.
right? Yes. So how do you know how to, admire someone, learn under them, but still maintain and retain your identity?
Okay. There's a very thin line between mirroring and cloning.
Okay.
Yeah, a very thin
Which is
line.
safe.
Yes. And if you are not careful, the best you can be is to become the second best. Yes, one of my mentors liked to wear shorts. I rarely wear shorts. Do you understand? So I need to carve my own niche and I need to write my own success story. So the best way to achieving that is just to be yourself. That's it.
Okay, just to actually be yourself.
Be yourself.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. There's actually a lot in this book that I think that everyone needs to actually, it's definitely, and I love the font it's written in. It's easy to read and direct.
Yes.
And I think it's actually really, really major. But let me just read this last part. It says, listening is the major tool. You need to get the best from your mentor. Never show off what you know. If you know so much, you don't need mentoring in the first place. That's really, really amazing. Because, people get caught in that web of, okay, you're trying to also prove that you're not just totally empty, right? And you start to overdo. But thank you so much for being here. It's amazing having you here with us. Speak to us about your book, Heed, Golden Rules for Mentees. Please get this book and then thank us later. All right, and that's all we're taking right now on Book Chat. We're going on a quick break, and when we come back, still so much more happening right here on Wake Up Nigeria.